Sky Blue Hydrogen, reimagining the upstream gas industry. Here's how the upstream gas industry works today. Natural gas comes from processing the gas from a reservoir. A gas reservoir is rock with gas in the tiny pore spaces, overlain by a cap rock that has kept the gas in the reservoir for millions of years. A gas processing plant removes water and any other non-hydrocarbon gases that occurred with what is mainly methane gas, CH4, in the reservoir. Natural gas is processed, transported by pipeline or ship, sold to customers, and then burnt downstream for useful purposes such as heat, transportation and industry. But this produces CO2, carbon dioxide. We have reimagined how we might deal with the climate-changing problem of CO2 at source, all the way upstream, as it is called, at the site of the gas wells. The answer involves locating the production of hydrogen from natural gas right next to the gas processing facilities of the producing gas wells. The steam methane reformer is the most commonly used technology to produce hydrogen. The problem with hydrogen production from natural gas traditionally, though, is whatever process is used, it produces CO2 as a byproduct. Most of that CO2 can be captured from the hydrogen production process, 90 to 98% depending on the technology, and taken off-site for permanent geological storage. This has been slow to be adopted without incentives because it obviously adds to the cost of the hydrogen. However, by co-locating the hydrogen production with the gas production, the captured CO2 can be compressed on-site and injected straight back into the reservoir from which the gas was extracted. The CO2 is injected just above the gas-water contact, where gravity acts to keep it low in the reservoir. The CO2 now serves a useful purpose in this reservoir, helping to maintain reservoir pressure, and that means higher gas well rates, and therefore more clean hydrogen production. This is the Sky Blue Hydrogen concept. Additional volumes of CO2 should be considered for capture from nearby sources, for example from power plants, or from any industry, such as a cement plant. The cost to capture and compress these additional volumes of CO2 is partially offset by the benefit that the additional volumes of CO2 bring. They bring better maintenance of reservoir pressure, and that helps produce more gas and thus more hydrogen. The hydrogen produced could even be net carbon negative, greener than green hydrogen. Additional gas could also be collected from gas flares in the area and added to the gas processing facilities. This will reduce methane emissions, a highly damaging greenhouse gas, whilst increasing the volume of clean hydrogen produced. So, we have created a continuous and circular process. Produce gas, reform the gas into hydrogen CO2, collect 90% of the CO2, and immediately inject all that CO2 back into the same reservoir. Produce more gas, make more hydrogen, inject more CO2, better maintain the rate of gas production from the gas wells, produce more hydrogen. You get the point. The result is that instead of natural gas being sold, the processed natural gas is used to produce hydrogen. A small proportion of the hydrogen, about 2%, could run the compressor to inject CO2 into the injection wells. The rest of the produced hydrogen will be transported for sale by pipeline, ideally through reuse of an existing gas pipeline. We subtract the value of the natural gas revenues that are lost as a result of this product switching. Even with modest hydrogen price assumptions, the process can be highly economically attractive. Molyneux Advisors will help companies to screen their portfolio of gas reservoirs to identify suitable candidate reservoirs for product switching. We will also provide screening economics for that switch to a clean hydrogen product. Please get in touch to find out more.